Hello friends, welcome back to a new chapter of chess learning. In this video, we are going to see how to write a chess game. So let's get started. This is a chessboard. Besides the chessboard, as you can see, there are few numbers from 1 to 8, and under the chessboard you can see the alphabets written A to H. Now, these alphabets and numbers will be helpful for us to write a chess rotation or a chess move. So, our first step is identify a square name. Every square on the board has a name. So, to identify a square name, first let's take example. Suppose I want to say the square name of this. So what will be the square name? So first you will see the alphabet. As you can see on the line, this is on the D alphabet. And in sideways, we can see it is on 5th rank. As you can see. So this square which I have marked in red is called as D5 square. Now let's take another example. Suppose I want to say the square name of the square. So we will say, first we will see the alphabets, on which alphabet this is on. This square is on, it's on the F file. This file is called as F file, it's on F file, and in sideways we will see it's on 6th rank. So this square is called as F6. Now let's say this one. Now you can pause the video and think for the answer. This square name is C8. Now, we have seen the square's name, right? So let's go ahead to the next notation part, which is called as piece notation. In chess, every piece has a symbol. For example, as you can see on the screen, these are the notation for every piece. Now let's take this example. Suppose my queen was on C3 square. I have moved my queen to over here. I have moved my queen from one place to another place. So how you can write the notation of this? So first of all, we will write the symbol of this piece. Which piece is this? So for symbol of queen is capital Q, as we have seen earlier. And then we will write the square name. For example, this square is F6. So this notation will be QF6. Now let's take another piece on the board. Suppose my rook has gone from this square to this square. So what will be the notation of this? First we will write the symbol. For rook, the symbol is capital R. So we will write first capital R and then the square name. This square name is F7. So the notation will be rook F7, capital R F7. In this manner, we can write the pieces notation. Now let's take a pawn. For pawn, there is no symbol. As I have already told, for pawn, we will write directly the square name. For example, I have moved my pawn from this position to this position. Okay, so I will directly write the square name, which is F3. You can see on the screen, these are various notation for various types of action. For check, it's plus. For castling, there are two notations. One for short castle, one for long castle. For short castle, we write 0-0, and for long castle, we write 0-0-0. For capturing, we write multiply. For checkmate, we write hashtag. And for pawn promotion, we write is equal to. So now let's see one by one notation. In this position, As you can see on the screen, right now I have placed my queen from this position to this position. Now, what will be the notation of this? First, we will write the symbol of queen, which is capital Q. Then we will write square name, which is E4. And right now I am performing one more action, which is check. I am attacking the king. So for check, as I have mentioned earlier, for check the symbol is plus. So my notation will be capital Q E4 plus. Now let's see another example. In this example, I am capturing the knight with my queen. So I have captured it with the queen. Okay. So this notation will be, first of all, we will write the symbol of queen, which is capital Q. Then we will write the symbol of capture. For capture, the symbol is multiply. And then we will write the square name, where the queen has landed after the capture. So this was the symbol or the notation for the capturing. Now let's move to the castle. As you know, there are two types of castle. One is the short and one is the long. So whenever you are doing a short castle, the symbol for castling is 0-0. And for long castle, it will be 3 zeros, 0-0-0. Now let's move forward to another position, which is promotion. As we already know, whenever a pawn reaches to the last rank of the board, it can be transferred to any piece you want, right? So whenever I am pushing my pawn to the last rank of the board, this is called as promotion, or you are promoting a pawn. So right now I am promoting my pawn and I am making some piece. For example, I want to make a queen or the rook. Let's take a rook. So where was my pawn? My pawn was on this rank and I have pushed it and make it a rook. So what will be my notation? The notation will be, first of all, we will write the pawn file. On which file it was? It was on the E file. So first thing we will write is E. Then we will write is equal to because it's the symbol of the promotion. And then we will write the piece name. For example, piece name is this rook. For symbol of rook is capital R. So E is equal to REA. After promoting on which square the pawn is on, we have to mention that as well. Let's take one more example of promotion. My pawn was on this rank. I am promoting my pawn to the bishop. So what will be my notation? First of all, I will write the file name of the pawn, which is G file right now. And I am promoting it to which piece? I am promoting it to the bishop. So the notation of this will be G is equal to bishop GA. Now let's take one more example of pawn capturing. Right now, it's white to play and white can capture this pawn. As we already know, pawns doesn't have any symbol. We will directly write the square's name for pawn notation, right? So for capturing the pawn, the notation will be, first of all, we will write the file name. This file is called as E file. So the notation will be E, and for capture it will be the cross. So E cross, and where the pawn has landed, that square name, D5. So the notation will be E cross D5. And for checkmating position, the white queen has checkmate the black king by moving the queen from here to here. So what will be my notation is, first of all, I will write the piece name, which is my queen, Q, and then I will write the square name as usual, QD8, and then I will write my checkmate symbol, which is hashtag. So for this notation, it will be QD8 hashtag met. So that's all for notations. So that's all for today's video. In this video, we have seen all the chess notation. With help of this chess notation, you can write a chess game. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe and follow for more content. Thank you.